Resist with a close fist. It's time to resist. Resist, I insist, or your freedom will be missed. Ask yourself, why the world government on everybody's shit list? It's because you know we've been dissed, and we got a right to be pissed. I don't swing to the right or left. I ride with God because I'm blessed. God's gift to uplift. I'm about to blaze a split and reminisce like Hamlet when he heard the abyss. I said it's time we resist like gorillas in the mist and fight the damn power for freedom to exist. It's time we resist and resist with an iron fist. Resist the machine filled by greed and green. They try to pick us clean. How they get so mean? I think it's in their genes.
They some strange ass beans.
Filthy rich elite beans.
Doing strange ass things.
I think chicks sleight of hand like them David Brains.
Murder, murder, kill, kill to all you Jeffrey Epstein. Telling me.
Cause it's money they fiend. We don't
want to join your team. We want the American dream.
I don't want to join your team. We want the American dream.
I don't want to join your team. We want the American dream.
Like the power.
I mean, your ears like a ring.
Make your ears ring.
You be discombobulated because you can't believe what you're hearing.
Make your ears ring. Make your lips sing.
Make your body move to the zoo when you hear ring.
They gave us social distance
Because they feel our resistance.
It's gonna take persistence for our fight for existence. They gave us social distance because they fear our persistence. It's gonna take persistence for our fight for existence. Illusions are inevitable, weaving webs innumerable. Her beautiful picture never fails. How did each other tell, oh hell? A charmer will be believed by man who thirsts to be deceived. A charmer will be believed by man who thirsts to be deceived. Tricks up their sleeve and deceive for greed. Got everything they
Hey
need.
Santa, what are you doing at the mall?
Oh, yeah, just out here shopping for a wife.
Don't you have elves?
Oh, of course I have elves, but when you get married, don't ever give your wife a present made of elves.
Can I sit on your lap?
That's not proper social distancing, but you know.
How about a high five?
How about I write you a letter?
I already wrote you a letter.
Oh, well, you can come meet me at urbansurvivorman.com on December 12th. See me online.
Do you always wear that coat?
Yeah, I love that. I love that commercial, man. There's so many jokes in that commercial that you guys are not hearing because we only took one take. Hey, this is Coffee. This is Bonghits. I'm Jessie. Let's start the show.
Shut the fuck up, sorry ass motherfucker, stay away from me.
Yeah, guess where we are this morning? Yo, first thing I want to do when we start the show is just give a message to the people who over the last 4 years, maybe 5 years, have developed an entire personality around the president of the United States. Now, first of all, it doesn't matter that the president's a piece of crap because realistically, most presidents are pieces of crap because they have to do certain job functions like drone people, apparently. But even if the president was a cool person, it's an incredibly nerdy thing to be a fan of any president or any politician. no matter who it is, even if it's Beto. And I know Beto rides a skateboard, so you're like, but it's Beto, and he rides a skateboard, and you're like, well, you do have a point there. Man, can I tell you a secret? My ears hurt. I washed them so vigorously this morning, the insides. I washed them vigorously. Yo, look at my hair today. I look like I got a little pomade in it. Secret is Bag Bomb, bro. Bag Bomb keeps your skin soft, keeps your hair looking like Captain America's, and that's one you can take to the bank, kids. Even church kids. But so all these people over the last however many years, they developed this personality that was based around a politician, which is some Dungeons and Dragons level of incel behavior. What are you really into? Presidents? Like, I don't care if you're a fan of Abraham Lincoln or Teddy Roosevelt or I don't even know that many presidents, honestly. I don't give a shit about the president, man. That function comes and goes and comes and goes, and it's more of a figurehead tied by the constraints of checks and balances, and therefore not somebody who should really be rooted for, right? Yo, you ever go into your grandparents' house and they got like those collectible plates with people's faces on them? That's your whole life, bro. Your whole life was sharing fake news. Your whole life was telling people ridiculous, random shit and getting in arguments with 30 and 40 good people at one time and taking all these people's energy. You'll see Benghazi. You'll see. Right? Like, bro, we knew you were a fraud. We knew you were a charlatan. We knew you weren't just reading the facts, right? It was fake. You were literally the only person that believed the charade of a life that you had become. For what? For what? A tiny bit of external validation from obviously one or two people, because that's not really a well accepted or well received reason to get positive reinforcement. Dig? But I see you now. I see you guys. It's not one person. There's a lot of you, but it's a group, right? You're just trying to go back to normal stuff. Like, you went from posting just nonstop propaganda and memes with Hillary in handcuffs and just sharing. Anytime somebody from Antifa would fart, you would just be like, but you don't see the Trump side doing this. Like, what are you talking about? You're an effing lunatic. What are you saying? What planet do you live on? Well, you should get on your bike, ride your bike to the bus stop, get on the bus, take that bus all the way to the airport, take a plane to the train station, get on a train and take your train ticket and schedule the next stop off at Cape Canaveral. And then when you get to Cape Canaveral, you could go to whatever planet that shit makes sense on, because around here, it doesn't make no sense. And so now we see the president doing this number. I never did nothing. I never did nothing. I didn't do nothing wrong. Nobody did nothing wrong. There was no collusion. There was no quid pro quo. Crooked Hillary did it. Chuck Schumer with one leg longer than the other. He did it. I didn't do it. I'm the best. I have more people at my birthday party than anybody ever in the history of the world. And then all these people were just like, you'll see, the president will be vindicated. Mueller report, that was a lie. The Mueller report, that was a fraud. What about Benghazi, bro? What about Benghazi? And then you're just like, oh my God. So now here in December, they're just on Facebook. This is on Facebook talking about 24 days left till Christmas. Wow, traffic was pretty crazy this morning. Did you guys notice that? Hey, what's your favorite pie recipe for the holidays? Like, nope, you got to keep that same energy. Just like the people who campaign for fluoride, man. Yo, Sean Fleek still gets booed anywhere he goes. I mean, not anywhere he goes. Like, the rest of the world don't boo him, but I boo him. If I see him, I G him. And if I knew him, I boo him. Oh, that's too funny. The other thing I want to make sure that everybody knows, I want to make sure that everybody knows that December 12th, we are having, I don't remember the name of it. It's in flux. Let me see. I think I can bring it up right here on Google. The ugliest Christmas pageant ever. Oh my God. Oh my God. So the ugliest Christmas pageant ever is going to be some shit that nobody's ever done. It's going to be, well, I've done it in real life. Me and Jerry Lewis have done it in real life. But I'm looking at 3, 6, 9, 12, 24, 30, 39, 45, 47 slots. 47 slots. And it's going to be an online extravaganza to raise money for the meal exchange program, which will be paying local restaurants to produce small yet nutritious menu items that can be gotten for free by community members who have signed up for the app. Or not the app. Well, there'll be an app. Man, there's a lot of moving parts to this, so it's hard to explain. It was even harder for me to understand, right? Right, it was all getting mad at me for asking questions. I'm like, holy shit, dude. It's complicated, man. But that will be December 12th. On that same day, you can have your kids sit with Santa Claus. I don't know where there's going to be room for that in this master schedule. Sorry. We're working on it right now. Look, see right there. Ah, shit, I just blew that. Look. In case y'all thought I was lying. Look, boom. That's what I'm talking about right now. The meal exchange people, meal exchange. That's it. Get privy to this information, because it's what the community needs. So we're pairing with those guys, and we're creating a telethon that's gonna have so many entertainers and comics and speakers and rappers and DJs. It'll be just like the old school everything drives we used to throw. Remember those? The everything drives? We got the dump, where we raised dump trucks full of gear for people. Remember those? Okay, well, that's what I was doing years ago. So now we're taking that knowledge, that skill set that we learned, along with the skill set that I've been developing all of 2020, and we're going to put it to good use to feed the community on a larger scale. So the way that the plan works out is that we will find a restaurant and we'll be like, all right, G, we want to buy 500 meals from you. You're like, well, 500 meals. Yeah, but we just want to put them on your menu and you'll just keep them, right? So they'll be fresh cooked meals, but we want to prepay in advance for 500 of them. And then a person like myself who could really honestly benefit from a hot meal will go to a local restaurant, make my order, get a takeout, tip them, leave them a nice Yelp review, keep the business moving. The lights are already on. The staff's already there, right? Let's get it moving. Let's push these dynamics, man. Everybody's sitting around waiting for the government to come save them. Like I said yesterday on my show, my greatest form of stability is my instability. A lot of people, like Josh Larson spoke about yesterday, shut up, stupid 13 on all your major platforms. Like he spoke about yesterday, people aren't ready for this, man. They've literally just been living in an ant farm. He didn't say that, I said it. They've literally just been living in an ant farm where their every movement and their every decision is dictated by the cultural trends of what everybody else is doing, right? They wake up, they listen to what everybody listens to on the radio. They drive whatever car is advertised on the television commercial with the financing package that was recommended by your neighbors. And then they go to work because that's what everybody else they know does. They got a job. They invest in these businesses that were recommended by everybody else. They get off of work. They go sit in the same traffic they're in every day that everybody else sits in every day. They all get home around the same time. Now, television knows that. That's why they put their programming in prime time, because that is the prime time slot that people are watching TV. So now you go back and all of your thoughts and all of your actions and your daily itinerary is all controlled by who? The media? The nefarious powers that be? The evil, corrupt, crooked super villains that run these television and radio and cable stations and streaming services. The same people who go before the FCC every year and lobby to get one more cuss word added to their resume of what they could swear and what they could show and what notch of depravity they could crank it up to for the decline of civilization. Because obviously we don't want to be like Leave It to Beaver, but there's an accepted like, I know that decency is a spectrum, but within that spectrum of decency, there's a darker shadow, right? like the spectrum doesn't go like a rainbow. The spectrum is like pink on the sides, red in the middle, right? So we as a culture and we as a society can dictate the norms, right? Except when that's manipulated and people literally will just watch what they're told to watch because that's what's on TV. But a certain dynamic style of person has seen the fall of civilization come, and they took the steps ahead of time to try to insulate themselves from the consequences of other people's decisions. Feel me? So like me, like I don't care what happens. I'm still just going to have that same truck. I'm probably still going to drink 2 energy drinks a day and not eat. Right? I'll manage to get high as long as my phone works, as long as they can still target my advertising to me based on the private conversations that I have within the confines of my own house under the guise of privacy. Who do you buy your stuff from? Amazon. Who runs it? Bad guy. How do you find all your stuff? Google. Who runs it? Bad guy. What computer do you use? Microsoft. Who runs it? Bad guy. When you get that computer, what do you go to on it? You go to Facebook. Who runs that? Bad guy. Then if you're like, I'm going to leave Facebook and go to Twitter. Holy shit. Have you ever seen the guy that runs Twitter? Oh my God, that guy is a super bad guy. Okay, look, it is the 20-minute mark. I'm gonna shout out you guys real quick. I forgot to tell you that you need to go to. Damn, I'm so not good at that part. I wish it was easy right there. When I scroll, it scrolls too far and then it scrolls too short. I'm terrible about that. But what I wanted to tell you guys is that you should go to standupandfightback.bigcartel.com. Standupandfightback.bigcartel.com. Get yourself some edgy stuff. The shirt I got right now, it's hard to see because it's blue on gray, but that's edgy. Please pay no attention to the wrinkle behind me. Let's get out of this. And remember, at the bottom right here, you can get all of your Coffee and Bong Hits merch at the merch shop and urbansurvivorman.com. Here it is for you if you can't spell it. urbansurvivorman.com. That's my personal website as we walk around trying to be the last critical thinker left on the planet and the last person to get the coronavirus. Yo, side note, if these people don't believe in COVID, why are they not volunteering at hospitals? I believe in COVID, and I still want to go volunteer at hospitals. Devil may care. Right? Like, I don't think I'm going to get it. I don't really vibrate like you humans vibrate, but my body's... But I'm not trying to jinx myself, but a lot of viruses are trying to enter my body, and this is where shit like that comes to die. Right? Okay. So let's... Man, I remember when Joe Biden was like, yo, Barack Obama, let me in your room. And Barack Obama was like, get out of here, Joe Biden. And Joe Biden was like, let me just sniff you then, Barack. But now, guess what? It's Joe Biden's bedroom now. Barack Obama was like, get out of my room, Joe Biden. And Biden was like, one day, Barack, one day. It's going to be my room. Jack. Man, don't worry, I'll get better at that shit. Yo, don't forget this Friday. Bloom. Figure 8 will be back after our holiday break, and we will be playing another round of The Pricer is Writer. That was a lot of fun last week. It'll be better, or 2 weeks ago. It'll be better this week. Anyway, so check this out. I did a wedding the other day, yesterday. Yesterday. And one of my tips was the moon rocks. So today I decided I'm going to take a bong hit of the moon rocks, and then we're going to get into the news, okay? Oh shit, no, fuck. Whoops, my bad. Oh my God.
The phase 3 clinical trial to get that data to us, and then it's manufactured and ready to go. So the moment someone else
Slipping
effectiveness rate or whatever the barometer is, we will have those doses. Yes.
I just 2 quick questions. Georgia officials have said election workers there are facing threats because of the president's false claims about winning the state and his rhetoric throughout the election. Does the president condemn
perfect timing
workers, or does he take any responsibility for those threats?
We condemn any threats against anyone. There's no place for violence. What I will say, though, too, is that the president's lawyers, they were doxxed by a left organization. Their private information put out. So
who cares?
That happened to people on both sides of the argument, and there's no place for that ever anywhere.
Real quick, the CDC director today said that the next few months could be among the worst public health months in American history. I wonder, does the White House, is it setting a good example for the public for the White House to be holding in-person holiday parties at a time when the CDC and other organizations are...
Elvon, I'm about to hit a space rock. I mean, a spacewalk.
So, if you can loot businesses, burn down buildings, engage in protest, you can also go to a Christmas party. You can celebrate the holiday of Christmas, and you can do it responsibly, which is why the East Wing has noted that they'll have smaller guest lists. Masks are going to be available. Social distancing is going to be encouraged. Hand sanitizing.
You guys didn't hear that part? She said if you can loot businesses and burn down buildings, you can celebrate Christmas.
Conversations with allies on Capitol Hill about challenging Joe Biden's.
Holy shit. I can't believe I just messed that up.
We saw one of his allies today said he plans to do that. Is that a conversation the president's had at all?
Not that I'm aware of. Enos.
White House Coronavirus Task Force is privately telling governors that Americans under the age of 40 who gathered with people outside their households at Thanksgiving are dangerous to others and should isolate immediately. Why is the White House not publicly sharing that same information with Americans?
You said that was in a what document was
The White House Coronavirus Task Force is privately telling governors
that those Thanksgiving celebrations that there's CDC guidance out there as to when you should and should not isolate. So I would point you to that. That's all been publicly available since the beginning of all of this. Christian.
Thanks, Kaylee. So if some version of the defense authorization makes it to the president's desk with language that terminates Section 230, would he sign it into law, even if there's language in there that renames bases bearing Confederate, names or named after Confederate officials?
Yeah, he's said before he's very much against the Warren Amendment, and public polling is with him on that. How that intersects with the 230 tweet, I will have to follow up with him about. I don't know if that position has changed, given what he tweeted recently, but I will follow up on that.
And then on China, Joe Biden told the Times that he doesn't want to roll back the China tariffs or the Phase 1 trade deal. You know if the president plans on reaching out to Mr. Biden to talk about, China trade, since it's been such a hot policy issue, or any other policy really, before January 20th?
I'm not aware of any plans of that at the moment, but if I do, I'll let you know.
Gosh, I hate this lady.
You give some examples of lawmakers who've been talking about COVID, but I am curious, where has President Trump been in offering public leadership on this topic of the coronavirus, especially as we've seen cases surge? We haven't seen the president make any sort of public comments or even tweets about this surge in cases. So I'm curious what sort of examples you have.
Yeah, quite a bit. I mean, he's created the greatest testing system in the world. He gave a press conference 2 weeks ago, I believe, on the vaccine. He has done at warp speed because he's torn down bureaucratic barriers. He's been hard at work. He's done, I don't know how many coronavirus task force briefings from this podium, but the work he's done speaks for itself. The fact that now the case fatality rate in this country is 2%. It was 6% in April. And what that means is it's a testament to our therapeutics.
I'm really trying not to criticize women as a rule. But man, I hate this lady.
One is a monoclonal antibody. Another one is a Regeneron therapeutic. And these two therapeutics are given to people.
Oh my God, that Sidney Powell lady is about to have a presser too. Okay, check this out, guys.
Severe COVID or hospitalization. So the fact that we've got to the point where we now have therapeutics we can give you in advance to try to prevent you from going to a hospital, and we've sent out 169,000 vials of.
Okay, look, it's halftime, so we got to go to halftime. We'll be right back. This is Coffee and Bong Hits. Enjoy Red Panda taking 4 bulls to the head.
Nations are doing it. We can do it. This was back in July. We had a study from the Netherlands about fewer infections.
Sorry.
Schools that had stayed open. This was back in July. You had a Yale School of Public Health professor named Albert Coe saying that the bottom line is the impacts of COVID-19 on children is minimal or very low compared to other groups. There was a Lancet.
I can't do it no more. Check this out. Check this out. Nothing that lady says is going to change anything in my life right now. But let me show you some shit that might change your life right now. Like for real. Check this out, man. Boom, there you go. What? Man, you know, when I go on an airplane, I always beg for the window seat. And then I put on my glasses. And then I just stare out the window and just look at the earth. It's so crazy, man. Just in the middle of this crazy, inhospitable galaxy, in the cold vacuum of space, there's just one oasis, this beautiful, gorgeous, juicy blue planet. Look at it. It has plants on it and flowers, freaking strawberries and rambutans. You like try mango, bro? Look at it. It's got finches and cardinals. It's got little babies and kittens and freaking dogs. Like, and they let you rub their bellies, man. And syrup comes out of trees. And you can smoke the plants and it makes you irie. Man, that shit is so beautiful to me. Man. Now think about anything that you care about, anything that's important to you, anything that you really give a shit about, and realize that shit ain't shit. Right? That shit ain't shit. All right. Yeah, let me take this bong hit. Brought to you by Anteaters. That's right, Anteaters. Hey, kids, are you looking for an environmentally friendly pest remediation solution that you can also hug and sleep with? Get an Anteater. They're great for ants, obviously, centipedes, potato bugs, roaches, ladybugs, caterpillars, spiders. And I know you're like, Jessie, what if it's a giant ant? You're like, get a giant anteater then. Okay, hold on. This is the part of the show where I'm supposed to ask you, what are you smoking on? Except, I just want to know today, dab or flower? Dab or flower, dab or flower. Because it's late and we're just watching space. Hold on. Holy fuck. There was no way I was going to be able to suck that one down, man. Holy shit. Damn, that got me. All right, look, y'all know tomorrow, Dirty Black's gonna be on the show, right? Y'all know that tomorrow Dirty Black's gonna be on the show. Sorry, man, that was a serious hit. Okay, look, we're gonna take it off of this. Boom. Oh man, I can't stop staring at this beautiful. I can't stop staring at this beautiful.
When truth is all that matters.
All right, let me try this now. Right, that's totally some Major Tom shit. Ground control to Major Tom. Can you freaking fix this thing? All right, peep this. Yo, this is Trump Mob. How many of y'all just think Dirty Black is just a dude that tried to kill me on Dirty Dabs? Nah, peep this shit. It's 10:35, right?
Robin is stealing more common than the sunset. All this truth, but we ain't seen peace yet. Look at peace and look at the image projected. Then you see why the youth don't respect it. Robin is stealing more common than the sunset. All this truth, but we ain't seen peace yet. Look at peace and look at the image projected. Then you see why the youth don't respect it.
Now me, I keep my mind free. The powers that be keep tricks up their sleeve, and the masses deceive. The true history of fake mystery. Tell you what to believe and control what you see. They take it that you're free. Well, they tamper with the food, water, and the air that you breathe. Keep it OG. I'm puffing on these trees. I need some Visine. I keep my Dayton's clean. Riding off to the next chapter. These young whippersnappers, they got it backward. It's the rapper kicking back. It's the baddest, who's more savage. All this mindless chatter when truth is all that matters. Real eyes, they realize real lies. Watch the sun rotate just like my white wall tires. Here to inspire, but don't lose that fire. Cause this is such a lovely feeling to my fans. I thank a million.
Robin is stealing more common than the sunset. All this truth, but we ain't seen peace yet. Look at peace and look at the image projected. Then you see why the youth don't respect it. Robin is stealing more common than the sunset. All this truth, but we ain't seen peace yet. Look at peace and look at the image projected. Then you see why the youth don't respect it.
You got the game changer. Truth is a rearrangement. It's that from a necessity, man. We stuck in the old ways. That is the old days. Wasn't as good of a story as they telling you, man. If you're tough, you might make it. Truth is, ain't nothing sacred. The situation you're facing, not sure that you gon' make it against improbable odds. Everyone seems to fall. Can't even pray to God without somebody telling you wrong. That shit might be gone. Next generation lost. Truth is, they can't be tossed on us because we lost. I'm trying to get to boss level, escape with my medal across. So they parents provided by the devil, yeah.
Robin is stealing more common than the sunset. All this truth, but we ain't seen peace yet. Look at peace and look at the image projected. Then you see why the youth don't respect it. Robin is stealing more common than the sunset. All this truth, but we ain't seen peace yet. Look at peace and look at the image projected. Then you see why the youth don't respect it. Respect it. Robin is stealing more common than the sunset. Sunset. We ain't seen peace yet. Image projected. Youth don't respect it.
Blam, we're just gonna write out like that, and I'm gonna remind you that we mess with the movement hardcore. Hey, it's Jessie Sponberg. I'm rocking with the movement. You can too. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. only on KBOO, KBOO 90.7. Because check it out. The movement is more than just all the dope cuts that King Tim plays. They really reach out to the community and they got their eye on the pulse of the city. So if you get an invitation to be on the movement, that means you're doing something. That means, that was a Trunk Mob. Marty, I tried to hit you on Facebook. They'll be in by this weekend. I went to Facebook and I was like, oh, Marty's not on Facebook. And then I didn't know how to get to you. It'll be there by this weekend for sure. I just checked on the orders yesterday. Hey, that's a reminder. Make sure you go check out the new designs on Coffee and Bong Hits merch at urbansurvivorman.com/shop for great holiday gift ideas. Delivery guaranteed in time for Christmas. And if you've already ordered from us before, every order that has gone through us will be cleared up by this weekend. There'll be no outstanding orders. Everything's cleared up. So that means if you order now, you'll be on the front end of the next order, but you'll still get it in time for Christmas. Okay, where was I? Oh, this is what I wanted to do, man. I wanted to remind you guys that when we go to the news, we're trying to get news for me, not for you. But let's see what they got. This is always like the most depressing part of the show because we have to stick our head in the aquarium, right? We have to get up in there and be like, all right. Bum 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 bum. All right. Is the news up there? Yeah. Okay. Let me zoom it so we can see what's going on. Biden to hold roundtable with workers. Trump draws rebukes. That's the Washington Post. Top story on CNN. Trump talks of another 4 years during White House Christmas reception. Oh my gosh, these next 3 weeks are going to be so nuts. It's so nuts, man. It's so nuts. All right. Why Trump overperformed, and USA Today says Trump has already left the building. But I think mentally they just mean he's left the building. I don't think he really left the building. U.S. official says Israel was behind assassination of Iranian scientists. Yo, that's some fucking ill shit, son. God damn it. I made it to 42 minutes before I said the F word. Whoa. This is something we need to dig into. Killer robot. That's dope. Look, Roger Stone accuses Bill Barr of deep state connection following voter fraud dismissal. Holy shit. Like, I'm just gonna. Because in order to criticize them, I'm going to criticize my own first, right? So I will just skip that. And Obama's criticizing progressives over defund the police, saying slogan can drive away moderates. Oh my God, Obama just did what I was just about to say. Obama criticizes progressives. I was about to say everybody knows that the left is a circular firing squad, but the right has become one too. Literally, everybody is on this pirate ship together and they're all nasty pirates, right? And they jump ship, right? You feel me, Marty? Sorry, church kids. And then they jump ship and they're like, every time one of them jumps off the boat, the other ones are like, you suck. You're not a real pirate. You suck. Get out of here. We don't need you. And then eventually there's just going to be like 3 dudes left on this island. It's going to be the president, Roger Stone, and Rudy Giuliani are going to just be chasing each other around this island naked, trying to figure out which 2 are going to eat the other one. Because that's how scoundrels operate. And I'll try to warn, I know they don't listen to me, but I'll try to warn them early in the process, man. If you build your team with two-faced people and you build your team with losers, man, you're not going to have any longevity in the game. That's why I got longevity in the game. Even if I fuck up, my team is so solid I could fall off and plug back in. The president ain't like that, man. He takes a speed bump. There's an impediment. Everybody just starts trying to bite each other on the back of the shoulder. Don't be that guy. Don't be the lame, man. If you build yourself with a team full of whack people and then you have whack results, do not stand around and look surprised because you brought these whack results upon yourself. Dig? Okay, let's see what else there is, just so we're not slipping. Oh, look, progressive Dems fire back at Obama after he criticizes the defund the police movement. Isn't that so funny? Oh, you didn't see that. Let me go back. Boom. Can you see that? It doesn't look very good on Google News when I blow it up like that. I'll do it like this. See? McConnell and Schumer are far apart on unemployment benefits and stimulus proposals. I just want my money, Hawaii. Go fucking with me. Oops, sorry, church kids. Yo, Biden backs up Tandon as Republican. Who cares? Key lines from Biden's new team. Who cares? Now we're talking for you, recommended based on your interests. Bro, tell me that Google algorithms is bad when it literally just gave me a story about LL Cool J as the #1 thing on my Recommended shit. That's why I'm wondering why you people get so many crazy ads for Wish products, man. You got all these dildos that look like battering rams and all these coke devices and different drug apparatuses and wiener stretchers and stuff, man. You know, the truth is those are algorithms, player. That's what you went looking for, so they brought it to you. Do you know why LL Cool J? Do you know why LL Cool J shows up at the top of my recommended news? Because no rapper can rap quite like I can. I take a muscle-bound man and put his face in the sand. That's the truth. I don't know what else to tell you. All right, let's keep it moving. SpaceX's first crewed Mars mission could launch as early as 2024, says Elon Musk, one of those supervillains we were talking about earlier. But look, this is my news, right? So it's telling you what I want to talk about. This is good shit. I told y'all, going to Mars, poor people ain't going to be able to live there because you're going to have to live in a biodome. You can't just live in an RV across the street from the biodome. Cook and crank. What is Ivanka Trump got some new plans already? Oh, look, no-kill lab-grown meat to go on sale for the first time. Yes, y'all. No-kill lab-grown meat. Are you going to eat that? Are you going to eat it? Or is it really just about devouring the souls of tiny little baby animals for you? Because if so, that's terrible. All right, keep it pushing. Watchdog and historical groups sue White House over preserving records. Oh, man, you know the White House is just shrugging. Wow. The UN chief says humanity is waging a suicidal war on nature. Yo, stop me if you thought this headline right here was from 1970. All right, keep it moving. Georgia Secretary of State says elections official who criticized Trump has his full support. Man, they're turning on Trump. And at the same time, McConnell shrugs as Georgia Republicans excoriate Trump and Washington over bogus election crimes. McConnell shrugs. He just, meh. He didn't shrug, bro. He's a turtle. He just looks like he's shrugging. Captain in the Santa Barbara boat fire indicted on manslaughter charges. Whoa, do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember? Ooh, remember? Remember that fire? All bad. Damn. Manslaughter. Politicians urge people to buy Australian wine in defiance of China. Really? How did I get that in my stuff? Oh, it's world news. Hong Kong activists are jailed. Hong Kong's hard. Belarus is hard. France is hard. Everywhere is hard. Everywhere protests hard. But yes. Model arrested over photo shoot at ancient pyramid. Photographer arrested after pyramid shoot with model in Egypt. That's dope. Shoppers return to stores under England's new tier system. Man, this is a so futuristic world. We're never coming back. We're never, ever coming back, man. The world, society, we're just not. We're never, ever coming back. Hey, check this one out. This is a good one. A lot of people have messaged me about this one because they think it matters. Literally, what I want you to do, 10 years, 8 years. Google Judge Simon, and literally for 8 years, 9 years now, Portland has been under a federal judicial sanction. Basically, we've been on probation for 9 years. We have to report to a judge. I swear to God, this is not a joke. Let me oh man. We'll get to that second story that you see the headline for in a second, but check this out. Judge Simon is the federal judge who was given the case to see if Portland police, as a institution, practiced brutality and racism, right? And they were ordered to perform some steps. This goes all the way back to the early Charlie Hale days, right? So they were given these mandates by Judge Simon, and they didn't follow through with them, and they never do. And they're literally like a repeat tweaker that keeps going to county jail, who's on and off probation. He gets locked up, then his PO calls him and goes, "Hey, Ted Wheeler, how are you doing on that treatment? I told you to get treatment. I told you to get a job. I told you that you couldn't live with your girlfriend or your mom anymore because of your history of violence. I told you that you had to report back to me, and you've been doing nothing. You're absconding." That's exactly to the T the relationship that the city of Portland has with the federal government, judicial. I don't know all the words because it's all just words. Because the answer that Ted is going to give to the judge, just like Charlie Hales gave to the judge, or the city attorneys will argue on behalf of those people to the judge, is that we're working on it. We're putting together a panel. We got a study. Yes, Sarah, that's exactly what she said. Yeah, that's exactly what she said. If you can riot, you can celebrate Christmas. I can't wait to get done with this show so I can see the world's response to it. Let's just go to Twitter real quick. We still got a couple minutes. Let's go to Twitter and see how they're responding. I bet they're not. Okay, so here's my point about the story about the story about what's up, Diction? Oh, what's up, Eric? I see you. So the point of me dismissing this story about the federal judge is it never matters. Just like the repeat offender who goes and tells the judge, I got 3 job interviews already set up next week, and I just have to wait until I get this one tire for my car, and then I'm going to be able to go to those AA classes that you told me to go to. The judge has that same relationship with the city of Portland that same judge has with us. Okay, look, I just really want to see what this headline is about to say. Portable toilets in Southeast Portland stolen and vandalized in escalating fight between city and neighbors. Whoa, hold on. We're going to go to this story, actually, because it looks juicy. Hold on, let me pop that off. Let me bring it back up in a different way. Bloom. There we go. Okay. So this story right here. In April, the city of Portland began. What? No, I don't want your damn pop-up. God damn it, Oregonian, you suck. Oh, look, it's Lizzie Acker. Yo, shout out to Lizzie Acker, man. She's had a lot of opportunities to really shit on me. And she's never, ever taken one of those, man. She does good journalism. A lot of people come for her on Twitter. I have deep respect for her. And congratulations on her baby. Yo, but man, you better keep those relationships with the local media if you're trying to do anything, man. If somebody in the news, if somebody that makes the news, well, I make the news. If somebody that reports the news has a baby, you better hit them up and you better let them congratulate them on having a baby. Because then when they have an opportunity to shit on you for some clickbait, they're going to think twice. They're going to be like, you know what? That person doesn't deserve that shit. That's why the Willamette Week will always get thumbs down from me, because they do not respect that relationship. They would rather just sell their soul to get a couple more clicks, or sell their soul to sell a couple more ads, right? They will never have my respect. Okay, let's bang out this story real quick. Let's shrink my head. Whoop, no, I said shrink my head, not make it bigger. Okay. Heather Hayford didn't expect porta potties to be such a big deal. In April, the city of Portland began putting portable toilets near the parks and churches and in high-use areas to help people experiencing homelessness meet their basic needs. In early September, the pilot program by the city's homeless and urban camping impact reduction program expanded to include 123 porta potties. I thought our community would be proud of how we are helping our neighbors experiencing homelessness, said Haffer, a spokeswoman for the city office that oversees the homelessness aid program. But that's not what happens. It turns out the porta potties made some community members angry. According to the Rapid Response BioClean, the company that owns and manages the units, which each include a toilet and a hand washing station, every single unit has been damaged in some way. Sinks and toilet paper dispensers have been stolen. Units have been spray painted, burned, and tipped on their sides. Objects have been thrown in toilets, making them unstable or unusable and unstable. Hafer said about 30 of the units have been declared a total loss. Employees who manage the program were subject to vitriolic phone calls. Hafer herself has changed both her work and personal number in recent months, she said, due to the angry and incessant calls. Someone even showed up outside of her house in the middle of the night at one point. I wish more of the callers would take a minute to think about what it would be like to not have working plumbing in their homes, Hafer said, and practice some empathy before sending profanity-laden threats to senior management and elected officials. In one particularly troubling string of incidents, residents of Southeast Portland's Creston Kenilworth neighborhood so vociferously opposed to having portable toilet near their homes that they got into face-offs with workers trying to install it. The porta potty at the location was stolen 3 times, and the neighbors vandalized a truck that was reinstalling one. According to records obtained through a public records request, contractor Rapid Response BioClean installed a porta potty just south of Foster Road near the intersection of Southeast 49th and Roan, right by the Taco Bell, conveniently. An incident report from Rapid Response employee Ken Riley detailed some of what happened next. That day, the report said, a homeowner approached the team and said to us, "What are you doing with that? I don't want that around here. If that gets placed here, I'll throw it in the back of my van and you'll never see it again. That is the only place for the girls that live next door to park their cars." The team placed the unit on the street in front of the house, the report said, and left. On September 21st, the team came back to service the portable toilet and it was gone. Then on September 24th, they replaced it. Then on September 25th, when they returned to service the new one, it too was gone. An email from the coordinator of the program, Katie Lindsay, also obtained under a public records request, detailed what happened when Rapid Response attempted to replace the toilet for the second time on September 26th. Lindsay arrived after police had left the scene, and most of her account is based on what she learned from others who were present. The incident was first reported by Street Roots in early November. I missed that somehow. Residents of a nearby house, identified in Lindsay's write-up as Patty and Ira Stone, came out to the truck and physically would not let the unit off of the vehicle. Patty Stone also commented, "You can put another one here, but it's just going to get taken again." In an email Tuesday, Patty Stone said she did not say what Lindsay quoted her as saying, and that her husband was not present during the encounter, but other neighbors were. Then Lindsay wrote, "The male pulled out a knife and cut the switch off of the truck so the unit could not be lowered to the ground." At that point, a Rapid Response employee on the scene called the police. Stone said she did not see a knife and noted that the police did not file a report, as she would expect if a person had brandished a weapon. After police arrived, the Rapid Response employee placed the unit, according to Lindsay. I know this is a lot. I got one more minute. Prior to my arrival, city vendors, you know what, man? The program costs the city $75,000 per month. Rapid Response pays $825 per unit, and then the city pays maintenance fees to keep the units in usable condition. Each service visit and drop off at a new unit is $35, and repeat visits begin to add up. In one instance, when a portable toilet on 122nd and Siskiyou was tipped down a hill, documents show the cleanup cost the city $524. Records show that 2 days after the incident, Patty Stone wrote an email to Portland city officials. "I'm writing to formally request that the red portable toilet be removed from in front of my family's home at 49th and Rome." Oh, my goodness. You know what? Check out. Here's what we'll do. Tomorrow, I'm going to dig into that a little bit. Tomorrow, we're going to have Dirty Black on. Tomorrow, we're going to try to get Diction on. Man, you know, I'd still like to find a reliable person that people that could come on Wednesdays if they wanted to. But I don't really care because, as you can see, I run past the stop sign way too often. Yo, that's a terrible story, man. what it's at the end anyways, but like, what are people supposed to do? Yo, let's keep running. I want to see if that lady's getting drugged. Boom. And guess who wins? Hold on, watch this. Bloom, blam, bloom, 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 blam, bleep. And Max Smith, one of our favorite people that ever comes on. Man, that dude's done. You know, a lot of people just discovered Max Smith because he's finally getting all the shine he deserves. But that dude's been doing a lot of helpful stuff for the community for a long time, man. And he's specifically us, he's helped a lot. Okay. Oh, man. Whatever that was. When are we going to stop coddling mediocre, toxic white men? I'm so tired of this society making accommodations before them because they can't control their emotions. I don't know who that lady is, but yeah, there's a lot of that going on. Kyle Brandt, JJ Donde. Wow, why is it all sports? Adam Scheffler. Why does Twitter think I want sports right now? I'm gonna unfollow all those guys in next chance I get. Kate Brown. Here we go. Effective. Are we doing this right? Yeah, Kate Brown. Now remember, every time you say her name, you gotta say Kate Brown. Kate Brown. Okay, look. So effective on Thursday with the freeze ends. Here are the county risk levels. Where are we, man? Okay, we're at extreme risk level. When the freeze ends. Did anybody even respect the freeze? Could you imagine that's your name? I don't know who Kurt Idenwall is, man. I don't want to ditch him or diss him, but ditch him. That's like how people's grandmas say diss. Okay, I'm gonna keep scrolling. But imagine that's just your nickname. Masks save lives. This, the worst problem you never heard of, is leading cause of black land loss in this country. Over the years, it's seen black families stripped of hundreds of billions in land. It's called heirs property. Man, go find that story. It's in ProPublica.org. It appears that the convict who wanted Trump pardon reprieve of sentence has a last name that ends with S. Nice redactions. Right? Hey, that's a good call. Do you see what that guy discovered right there? See that redaction in the middle? Because the way it's the possessive it's just got the one apostrophe after the blur. That's gamey shit. All right, let's keep it moving for a sec. I want to just see. Let's see what Trevor Noah has to say.
Should be the frontline healthcare workers, right? Then should be people named Trevor. Then very important to protect our seniors. Then people named Trevor again. I mean, in case the first time didn't take. And then we protect those who have pre-existing, like the people. We just got to get the order right.
All right. Yes, Louis G says wipe out student loan debt
Everyone
for nurses.
agrees.
Yo, man, check this out. Last thing I'm going to say, and then we get out of here. If somebody says we should wipe out student loan debt for nurses, and they specifically use the phrasing for nurses in it, and you go and throw some other professions on that and say that should happen too, that's called all lives mattering. Right? Don't all lives matter, people. Feel me? Okay, let's just take one check and make sure we're not going to miss anything really special going on. Hold on. If this is happening right now. Oh, shit. It is. Yo, we got to go to this. I can't leave. It's that crazy lady. Sidney Powell. Sidney Powell. Hold on. Boom. You know what I'm talking about? This is that lady. I bet none of those people are wearing masks either. Man, why is it the intersectional values of being a deplorable are okay, look, I'm gonna get out of here because I got a busy day. Because we could be waiting for this lady to talk forever. If you are interested in this kook tour, stream does not exist. That's all I needed to see. All right, y'all. Remember, there's two different kinds of people you can be in life. You can be both of them at the same time or whatever. You could be the kind of person that makes decisions that affects other people's lives, or you can be the kind of person whose life is affected by other people's decisions. Get out the passenger seat of your own head, walk around the back, and get in the driver's seat behind your left ear, buckle up, honk the horn a couple times, put in that Hall & Oates. All right, remember, tomorrow we'll be back with Dirty Black. Hopefully Diction, maybe Drew Manchu, maybe Jimbo, maybe Max Smith. Plus, I wonder what Greg McKelvey and the kids are doing. We could bother them. Shit, what's Riss and Braden doing? Might bother them. Either way, yo, if I don't say Audi 5000, that means the monkeys with herpes or the cops stole my phone. All right, y'all. Audi 5000, G's.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight.